sorry I interrupted you. What were we talking about?
Oh, I was just telling you about how I murdered exactly 52 people since I saw you last.
Yes, one a week. How did you do it?
Oh, well, any way I could think of. I electrocuted some in their beds, locked others in the car with the motor running, pushed some out of windows or over cliffs. Other weeks I preferred to poison, shoot, stab, slug, or even suffocate.
Just according to how you felt.
When you write for that kind of television, you don't have time to feel anything.
Well, where do you get all of your ideas from?
Oh, newspaper stories, police reports, bad dreams, other writers.
You once told me you'd never write anything that wasn't original.
Huh. You try being original 52 times a year.
Well, now, suppose you just dry up and can't think of anything.
Well, if it comes to that, I just use my 3 hats.
What do you mean?
I have 3 old hats marked who kills who, how, and why.
Which is what? I mean, what's why?
Why is the motive for killing? You have to have a motive. Oh, there are 5 important ones, too. Fear, jealousy, money, revenge, and protecting someone you love. I just put them down on pieces of paper and pick one out of the why hat.
It sounds rather like sorting the week's washing.
It's about as artistic as that, but better paid. It's no more frustrating than writing plays that aren't produced or novels that aren't published. And remember this, it all goes to prove that Fido makes teeth cry, why didn't bite?
Oh, well, let's have a glass, Max.
I'm all right, thanks.
Well, I can hardly believe it when I heard your voice. At first, I thought you must be phoning all the way from New York.
Yes, I thought you were shouting a little louder than necessary. As a matter of fact, I was just around the corner. Was it all right, my phoning like that?
Oh, yes, of course.
And was that Tony who answered?
Oh, yes, it was. Well, I do hope he isn't going to be too late. Poor darling, he always gets caught when we're going to the theater. So you're not here on holiday this time?
No, not this time. I'm over here to write some short TV films. After that, I think I'll knock off for a while and write that novel. Gotta write it sometime.
Another crime story.
Well, I have to stick with crime. It's my stock in trade. Then there's no reason why a murder story can't be as good as anything else. And I think I could write a pretty good one if I took the time. I thought of a pretty fair gimmick on the plane coming over. There's a pair of twins, identical. One lives in Paris and the other in New York. All of a sudden, they both decide.
Before Tony comes, I ought to explain something.
Yes.
Well, you see, I didn't tell him anything about us.
Ah.
Well, when you phoned yesterday, I simply said you were a television writer I'd met while he was in America.
Well, that's true enough.
And I said I'd met you again just before you went back to New York City, and you promised to look us up if you ever got back.
I see.
Max, I know you think it's silly, but when you get to know Tony, you'll understand why.
Margot, I'd like to get one thing straight. Things are okay now between you and Tony?
Oh, they couldn't be better. And I want to keep them that way.
I'm very glad. At least I guess I will be after I get used to the idea.
There's something else, Max.
Yes?
I didn't want to say anything about it, but...
Come on, let's have it.
You remember those letters you wrote me?
Of course.
After I read them, I burnt them. I thought it best. All except one. You probably know the one I mean?
I can guess. I never should have written it.
I know. Oh, but I loved it just the same. I used to carry it around with me wherever I went. And then one day, Tony and I were going to visit some friends for the weekend in the country. I was standing on the platform, I looked down, and I noticed my handbag was missing. And the letter was inside.
I see. Where was this?
Victoria Station. Well, I thought I must have left the handbag in the restaurant, but when I went to search for it, it had gone.
You never found it?
No, I recovered the handbag about 2 weeks later. The letter wasn't inside. And then, a week after that, I received a note. It told me what I had to do to get the letter back.
Go on.
Well, I was to draw £50 from my bank in £5 notes, and then change those over for used £1 notes. It said that if I told the police or anyone else, I'd show the letter to my husband.
May I see it? Printed, all capitals. Anyone could have done this.
And then 2 days later, I received this one.
of Milton Brixton. Tie up money in a package and mail to John S. King, 23 Newport Street, Brixton, SW9. You will receive your letter by return. Will evolve a...
Oh, it's a little shop. People use it as a forwarding address.
Did you mail the money?
I did, but the letter was never returned. So after waiting about 2 weeks, I went there. They said they'd never heard of a man by that name. The parcel was still there. It had never even been opened.
Well, I suppose that's something. May I keep these?
Oh, yes, if you like.
You never told Tony?
No, I never told anybody. I can't understand why the man didn't collect the money.
Well, he was probably in jail by that time. You never heard from him again?
No.
You let me know if you do. I'll find him and fix him so he can't read, let alone write. Was that why you asked me to stop writing?
Yes. I was in an awful panic. I just kept imagining every letter that you sent me could be opened and read by somebody.
Why didn't you tell me?
There isn't anything you could have done. You probably would have made me tell Tony and the police, and it was only £50. I thought I'd just pay up and have done with it.
Margot, were you ever going to tell Tony about us?
No, I couldn't possibly tell him now.
Well, why not? Don't you think we'd all get
Oh,
on
please,
better?
Max, I know Tony and you don't.
Well, you don't have to tell me that. Just the idea of meeting him makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, you'll get on just fine. Tony's changed a lot this last year. Now he's a model husband. In fact, it was exactly a year ago that it happened.
What happened?
But Tony, he suddenly grew up. He seemed to change almost overnight from a rather small, selfish person to a perfectly reasonable grown-up. Well, you remember that night. I came to say goodbye.
How could I forget? Tony had gone off to play in a tennis tournament.
He did, but he came back. Oh, I'm not good about writing about these kinds of things, so I didn't even try. But after I left you that night, I came back here, I sat on this sofa, and I had a good cry. And then I fell asleep. And when I woke up, Tony was standing in the hallway with all of his bags and tennis rackets. He said he decided to give up tennis for good and settle down.
Just like that.
Just like that. Of course, I didn't believe him at first. I got so used to the idea of tagging around with him wherever he went, well, I could see no end to it. Oh, but he meant it all right. The very next day, he woke up, went out, found himself a job. Do you remember what we were doing exactly a year ago?
I was putting the mushrooms into the spaghetti. I nearly turned around and said, I can't go through with this. Let's find Tony and have it out with him.
I know. Oh, I felt the same way. I wanted so badly to say something, but all I could do was stand there, quite uselessly, with a drip at the end of my nose. What did you do after I'd gone?
Well, I walked along the embankment and stared at the Chelsea gasworks.
Were you thinking about the gasworks or me?
Neither. I was writing a story. I always do when I'm miserable.
It's a sad story?
A triumphant story. My hero was an eminent writer coming from America with his pockets full of money, ready to snatch his lady love from the arms of her jealous husband.
Only to find out that husband and wife were quite happy, thank you.
And that he was very glad to know it.
Max, let's drink to the way things turn out.
The way things turn out.
Well, there you are. We were waiting for you. Where have you been?
I'm sorry, darling. The boss blew in just as I was leaving.
I'm Tony. This is Max Halliday.
Hello, Max.
Tony!
Sorry to be so late. Has Margot been looking after you all right? How's your drink?
No, we've been drinking ourselves silly waiting on you.
So how do you like it here, Max?
Oh, fine.
Is this your first visit to London?
No. I was over here a year ago for a vacation.
Oh, yes. So Margot told me. You write for the radio, don't you?
Television for my sins.
Ah, yes. Television, poor fellow. Are you staying long?
Well, I'm not sure. I have some writing to do. After that's finished, I'd like to stay a while longer and do some traveling.
Well, that's the idea. But don't go around seeing too many museums and cathedrals. Once you've seen one, you've seen a lot, if you ask me. I say, do you fish?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Oh, what a pity. If you did, I'd say we go to Scotland for the annual...
He doesn't fish, darling.
I guess that's right. Well, Max, if you'd like us to show you around anywhere, just let us, darling, we should take Max to see the Tower of London.
Oh, I'm afraid I've already been there.
Oh, what a shame. I've always wanted to go see the tower. But seriously, Max, if there's anything we can do at any time.
Thank you, Tony. I'll remember that.
Oh, darling, it is getting late. Did you remember to make a reservation?
Yes, 7 o'clock.
Oh, we better go. Well, come on, get your coats then.
Sorry, darling, slight alteration in plans.
Oh, now don't say you can't go.
I'm afraid so. Old man Burgess is flying to Brussels tomorrow, and we all have to have our monthly reports turned in by the morning.
Oh, no. Can't you do it when we come back tonight?
I'm afraid not. It will take hours. I shall have to fake half of it.
Well, can you meet us after? I mean, we may go somewhere.
Well, give me a ring in the intermission. I'm inspired. I might take it.
Oh, well, do try. I'll get my things then, Max.
Oh, sorry, Max. Before I forget, here are the tickets.
Oh, well, thanks.
Sorry, this is extremely rude of me.
Not at all. I'm sorry you can't come, though.
Well, you must come to dinner one night.
Thanks, I'd like to.
I say, what are you doing tomorrow night? You do anything?
Saturday. No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's perfect. How would you like to go to a stag party just down the road?
The stag party?
Yes, some of the American boys have been playing tennis all over the continent, and we're throwing them a sort of farewell dinner.
I'm no tennis player.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You know New York and all that. Darling, Max is coming to the party tomorrow night.
Oh, good. Well, drop in here first and have a drink.
That's the idea.
Oh, by the way, aren't you dressed?
Yes, dinner jackets. Is that all right?
Well, no. My trunk was supposed to arrive today, but it hasn't.
Oh, well, you could always rent one, of course.
Oh, don't be silly, darling. It isn't that important.
Oh, hold on. I've got an idea.
Oh, no. Now we really are going to be late.
Shall I try and get a taxi?
No, we can usually pick one up. Tony, we must go.
Oh, hold on a minute. Let's just try this on, Max.
Oh, what on earth?
Well, it's only my single breast, but it might do.
Look, if dressing is as important as all this, let's forget it, shall we?
Oh, nonsense.
No, oh, that dreadful old thing. Ew, it reeks of mothballs.
Well, they say writers will do anything for a square meal.
It does look a little meager, doesn't it?
No. I refuse to let you send Max out looking like a scarecrow. Surely he can go as he is.
Anyway, my stuff ought to be here by tomorrow. Let's hope that it is.
Hurry, Max, let's go before he makes you try on the pants.
All right, well, you two have a good time now. Oh, and Max,
Yes.
go and sell that odd ticket and have a drink on the proceeds for me. All right, have a good time. Hello, Hampstead 2837. Could I speak to Captain Lesgate, please? Oh, hello. You don't know me. My name's Fisher. I heard you have a car for sale. Yes, I heard about it at your garage. How much are you asking? 1,100. I see. Well, it certainly looks just a job for me, but I don't like the price much. Oh, all right. When can we meet? Oh, tomorrow? No, I don't think I can do that. No, I've got to be in Liverpool on Sunday. I say, well, do you think you could stop by my place tonight? Maidenvale. I'd call on you, only I've twisted my knee rather badly. Yes, 61A, Charrington Gardens. No, Charrington. Yes, just a 2 minutes walk just past the underground. About an hour? Well, that's extremely good of you. I have to ask, will you be bringing the car with you? Oh, no, that's fine. I got a good look at it. Well, why don't you bring along the registration papers and all the necessary paperwork as well? Well, I don't see why we don't just settle it here and now, provided you drop the price sufficiently, of course. Oh, all right, well, we'll see what a few drinks can do then. All right, goodbye.
Mr. Fisher?
Captain Lesgate.
Yes.
Do come in. This is extremely good of you. Let me have your jacket. Have any difficulty finding your way?
None at all.
Good. Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
How about a drink?
I can't help thinking I've seen you before somewhere.
Well, it's funny you should mention that. I was thinking the same thing when I just opened the door. Oh, wait a minute. You're not Lesgate. Swan. C.J. Swan. Or was it C.A.?
C.A. You've a better memory than I have. Fisher. When did we meet?
Weren't you at Cambridge?
Yes.
It's been nearly 20 years. You wouldn't remember me. I only came here last year.
Well, what a coincidence.
This calls for a special drink. I was planning to palm you off in a different port, but let's see what we have here. How about this one?
Perfect. By the way, how did you know my car was for sale?
Oh, your garage told me.
That's odd. I don't think I mentioned it to anyone there.
Well, I was stopping in for a fill-up, and I said I was looking for an American car, and they gave me your phone number. I say, it still is for sale, isn't it?
Well, of course.
Good. But I refuse to discuss the price since we've had at least 3 brandies.
I warn you, I drive a hard bargain, drunk or sober.
So do I.
No, I think I must have seen you since we left Cambridge.
Ever been to Wimbledon?
That's it. Wenders. Tony Wenders. What's all this about Fisher?
What's all this about Lesgate? Would you like a cigar?
No, thanks.
That's one habit you've changed.
Oh?
I distinctly remember back in college you had a taste for rather expensive cigars. Actually, I think I have a photo of you over here with one. Yes. Yeah, here you are at the reunion dinner. Right there on the right. Biggest cigar in the business.
Huh. That was the first and last reunion I ever went to. What a murderous thug I look.
Yes, you do, brother. Of course, I always remembered you because of the college ball. You were the treasurer, weren't you?
Honorary treasurer. I used to organize the beastly things.
Yes, wasn't there some money stolen that year?
That's right. Nearly £100. I'd left it in a cash box in my study. In the morning, it had gone. Still makes me sweat to think of it.
It was the college porter, of course.
Yes, poor old Alfred. He never could back a winner. They found the cash box in his back garden.
But not the money.
But good Lord, 20 years ago.
What are you doing nowadays?
I deal in property. I don't follow tennis very closely. Did you play at Wimbledon this year?
Oh no, I'm afraid I gave up tennis. Or rather, tennis gave me up. One has to earn her living at some point. I had a pretty good run while it lasted. Went around the world 3 times.
Well, I suppose you would treat like a film star?
Film stars get paid.
There's that.
Well, I managed to have a good run while it lasted. I saved over nearly £1,000 in my 7 years. Not much compared to your film stars.
What are you doing now? Making up for lost time?
Well, I sell sports equipment. Not very lucrative, but it gives me plenty of spare time.
Well, I'm here to tell you, you managed to run a very comfortable place.
Well, my wife has some money of her own. Otherwise, I should hardly feel like blowing £1,000 on your car.
1,100. Yes, people with capital don't realize how lucky they are. I'm already resigned to living on what I can earn.
You could always marry for money.
Yes, I suppose some people make a business of that.
I know I did.
You mean the girl you fell in love with happened to have some money of her own?
No, I always intended to marry for money. I had to. And whilst I wasn't first-class tennis, I met wealthy people all over the world. I was somebody. While my wind lasted, I decided to snap up the first chance I got. I nearly married a chubby Boston deb with $5 million. Made it all the way to the papers before she threw me over for an heir to a chain of grocery stores. Funny how they stick together. Anyway, I finally settled for a good deal less, a lot more easily. My wife had been a fan of mine for quite some time.
Well, that's putting it pretty bluntly.
Have I shocked you?
No, I always admire a man that knows what he wants.
To know what you want to pay for, that's the thing. Everything has its price. People fail because they spend too cheap. I've learned to pay a big price for anything I really want, and I usually get it.
Yes, I'm sure you do. I'm having a great deal of time.
Oh, I was telling you about my wife. You see, she got her money from her late aunt, who got it from her first husband, who got it from his first wife. You see, a large chunk is lopped off every time someone dies. Quite a bit has managed to filter through.
You say you married for money. Why do you think she married you?
Well, I was a tennis star. She would never marry a commercial salesman.
But you've given up tennis. She hasn't left you.
She nearly did. Another drink?
Oh, let me win this. You've got a groggy knee.
Oh, thanks, old boy. Let's have that bottle over here, shall we?
Good idea.
Would you like to hear about it?
Hear what?
About my wife, how she nearly left me.
It's your privilege. You're the host.
Well, to be frank, I think you could be quite helpful. Just some man-to-man advice, you know.
I'm at your service.
Well, after we were married, I played in the various championships and Margot tagged along. I think she found it all a bit much. Hospitality outside the country can be very exhausting. But when we got back, she tried to persuade me to give up tennis and play husband instead. In the end, we compromised. I went back alone to the U.S. for the grass court season and returned after the national championships. When I got back, I found a lot had changed while I was gone. For one thing, she wasn't in love with me anymore. There were phone calls that would end abruptly every time I walked in. And she used to visit an old school friend from time to time. Then one day, we had a row. I told her I wanted to play in a cover court tournament. And as usual, she didn't want me to go. I sat in the bedroom, the phone rang. It all sounded pretty urgent. When she got off the phone, she seemed rather keen that I should play in that tournament after all. So I packed my kit into the car and left. Parked 2 streets away, walked back on my tracks. She left this house about 10 minutes later and took a taxi. I took another. Her old school friend lived in a studio apartment in Chelsea. I watched him through the studio window as he cooked spaghetti over a gas-ring stove. They didn't say much. They looked very natural together. Funny how you can tell when 2 people are in love. I began to walk. I started to think about what would I do if Margot left me. I had to find some way of earning a living to begin with. All these expensive tastes I'd acquired while I was at the top. Now big tennis had finished with me, and so apparently had my wife. I could never remember being so scared. So I dropped into the pub and had a few drinks. As I sat there, I thought of all sorts of things. I thought of 3 different ways of killing him. I thought of killing her. That seemed a far more sensible idea. And just as I was planning out how I could do it, I saw something that night which completely changed my mind. I didn't go to that tournament after all. When I got back, she was sitting exactly where you are now. I told her I decided to give up tennis and look after her instead. Well, turns out I needn't be so worried after all. It seems that spaghetti evening was a sort of fond farewell. The boyfriend had been called back to New York.
An American?
Yes. There were long letters that would arrive from there every Thursday. She burnt them all except one that she used to carry with her from handbag to handbag. That letter became an obsession to me. I had to know what was in it. Finally, one day, I did. It made for some very interesting reading.
You mean you stole it?
Yes. I even wrote 2 anonymous notes offering to sell it back.
Why?
Well, I was hoping it would make her come forward to me and tell me all about it. But it didn't, so I kept the letter.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because you're the only person I can trust. Anyway, I must have did it. I must have put the fear of God into him because the letter stopped completely, and we lived happily ever after. Funny to think that just a year ago I was sitting in that Knightsbridge pub, actually planning to murder her. And I might have done it if I hadn't seen something that night which completely changed my mind.
Well, what did you say?
I saw you.
What was so odd about that?
The coincidence. You see, only a few weeks before, I'd been at a reunion dinner, and me and the fellows were talking about you. How you've been? Court-martialed during the war? A year in prison? That was news. Mind you, we always said old Swan would end up in prison. The catch box, I suppose.
What about it?
My dear fellow, everybody knew you took that money. Poor old Alfred.
Well, thanks for the drink. Interesting hearing about your matrimonial affairs, I'm sure. I take it you won't be wanting that car after all.
Don't you want to know why I brought you here?
Yes. I think you better.
Well, it was when I saw you in the pub that night that it all became quite clear to me. You see, only a week before, Margot and I made out our wills. Quite short affairs, leaving everything we have to each other in case of an accident. Hers totaled at just over 90,000 pounds. Investments mostly, all a little too easy to get at, which was dangerous because they considered me as a prime suspect. And I need a good alibi. That's when you come in. I'd often wondered what happened to people when they got out of prison. Can they find work? Do old friends rally round? Do they even have friends? I was curious to know, so I followed you home that night. And, oh, would you mind passing me your glass there? Thanks, old boy. I followed you home that night, and I've been following you ever since.
Why?
Well, I was hoping I might catch you at something and be able to,
Blackmail me?
influence you. You see, it became a lot more easy once I found out your routine.
Rather dull work.
At first, yes, but you know how it is. The more time you spend on a hobby, the more interesting and fascinating it becomes. You became quite fascinating. In fact, there were times where I felt that you almost belonged to me.
That must have been fascinating.
Yes, you used to go dog racing on Mondays and Thursdays. I took it up just to be nearer to you. You changed your name to Adams.
Yes, I got bored with Swan. Any crime in that?
No, none at all. And you used to go to a little private club in Soho. I can't quite remember the name. Oh, the Kettle of Fish, that's it. Didn't the police close that down recently? Someone was taking drugs or something?
I never heard about that. I went there to eat. There's no crime in that either.
No, none whatsoever. In fact, I was getting quite discouraged. I couldn't find anything illegal about you. Then one day, you disappeared from your lodgings. So I phoned your landlady and said that Mr. Adams owed me £5. Apparently that was nothing. Mr. Adams owed her 6 weeks' rent and her best lodger £55. She always said you were such a nice gentleman. That's what seemed to upset her most.
Yes. That's what always upsets them most.
I say, old boy, if you'd like another drink, do you mind putting on those gloves? Oh, I'm sorry. Where was I? Oh, yeah, so I lost you, and then I found you one day back at the dog racing track and tailed you home to your new lodgings in Belsize Park. That July, you owed 15 weeks' rent, but you had become somewhat richer after a brief encounter with a Miss Wallace. You used to go out with her on Wednesdays and Sundays. She was quite in love with you, wasn't she? I suppose she thought you were growing that handsome mustache for her. Poor Miss Wallace.
This is all most interesting. Do go on.
July, August, September. Carlisle Court. Apartment 127. Occupant, Mrs. Van Dorn. Well, Mrs. Van Dorn had recently inherited 2 hotels from her husband and a large apartment home fully furnished. What a base to operate from, Captain Lesgate. The only problem is she does rather enjoy being courted, and she is so very expensive with her taste. I guess that's why you've been trying to sell her car for over a month.
Mrs. Van Dorn asked me to sell it for her.
Yes, I know. I phoned her just before you came in. She only wanted $800.
Where's the nearest police station?
2 minutes walk just past the church.
Suppose I walk there now.
What would you say
Everything.
about everything about what, Mr. Adams and Mr. Wilson?
I shall simply tell them that you're trying to blackmail me
Into
murdering your wife.
I wish you would. The moment she heard that, we had the best laugh of our lives.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Am I?
You told me a few things tonight.
What of it?
Suppose I tell them how you followed her to that studio in Chelsea. How you watched them cooking spaghetti and all that rubbish. Wouldn't that ring a bell?
They'll assume you followed her there yourself.
Me? Why should I?
Why should you steal her handbag? Why should you write those blackmail notes? Can you prove that you didn't? Certainly can't prove that I did. It'll be a straight case of your word against mine.
Well, that ought to puzzle them. What could you say?
Well, I shall say that you came here half drunk and tried to attempt to get money from me on the street that we went to college together. When I refused, you said something about a letter belonging to my wife. As far as I could tell, you were offering to sell it to me. So I gave you what money I had, and you handed me the letter. It has your fingerprints on it, remember? Now, then you said, if I went to the police, that you'd tell some crazy story about my wanting you to murder my wife. But before we go any further, old fellow, do consider the inconvenience. You see, I'm quite well known, and there'll be pictures of you as well. Pretty soon, a deputation of landladies and lodgers will come forward to testify your character. And one of them is bound to have seen you with Miss Wallace. You always were so careful not to be seen with her. You used to go to out-of-the-way places like that little tea shop in Pimlico.
That was her idea, not mine.
Yes. It was a bit of a crummy place, wasn't it? Hardly a place for a lady like Mrs. Van Dorn. Now, does she know about Mr. Adams, Mr. Wilson, and Miss Wallace? You were planning to marry her, weren't you?
Smart, aren't you?
Not really. I just had plenty of time to put myself in your position, which is why I know you're going to agree.
What makes you think I'll agree?
Well, just as a donkey with a stick behind him and a carrot in front goes forward and not backwards.
Tell me about the carrot.
1,000 pounds cash.
For a murder?
For a few minutes' work, that's all. I guarantee there's no risk, and that should appeal to you. You've been skating on very thin ice lately.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you should. It's been all over the papers. A middle-aged woman dead of a cocaine overdose. Apparently she'd been taking it for quite some time, but no one knows where she got it. But we know, don't we? Poor Miss Wallace. Yes, you should take a long holiday abroad. Surely a honeymoon with Mrs. Van Dorn is far more preferable than 10 years detention at Dartmoor. My 1,000 pounds should see you safely married. You'll find it makes such a difference to have some money in the family for once.
This 1,000 pounds. Where is it?
In a small check room. In a small attaché case in the check room.
The bed.
Somewhere in London. Of course, we don't see each other again. After you've, delivered the goods, I shall mail you the check room ticket and key to the case. You can have this 100 pounds on account.
The police would only have to trace one of those notes back to you, and they'd hang us from the same rope.
No, they won't. For over a year, I've been cashing an extra 20 pounds a week, always in fivers, and exchanging for these at my leisure.
Let's see your bank statement.
By all means. Don't touch.
Turn back a page. Your balance has dropped by over 1,000 pounds in a year. Suppose the police ask you about that.
I go dog racing twice a week.
They'll check with your bookmaker.
Like you, I always bet on the tote. Satisfied?
When would this take place?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow? Not a chance. I've got to think this over.
It's got to be tomorrow. I've planned it that way.
Where?
Approximately where you're standing now.
How?
Holiday, the American boyfriend and I will go to a stag party just down the road. My wife will stay here. She'll go to bed early and listen to Saturday Night Theater on the radio. She always does when I'm out. At exactly 23 minutes to 11, you shall enter through the street door and find the key to this door underneath the stair carpet here.
The fifth step?
Yes, that's right. Now, when you come in, go straight to the window and hide behind the curtain. At exactly 20 minutes to 11, I shall go to the hotel lobby to phone my boss. I shall dial the wrong number, this number. That's all I shall do. When the phone rings, you'll see the light come on from underneath the bedroom door. When she opens the door, the light will stream across the room, so don't move until she picks up the phone. There must be as little noise as possible. After you've finished, pick up the phone and give me a soft whistle and hang up. Don't speak. Whatever you do, I shan't say a word. After I hear the whistle, I'll hang up and redial the correct number and speak to my boss as if nothing has happened and go back to the party.
What happens then? Go on.
You'll find this suitcase here. It'll contain some old clothes of mine from the cleaners. You'll take it over here, tip it out, pour the clothes out on the floor, replace the clothes with some of these cups in the cigarette box, then close the lid, but don't snap the locks and leave it just as it is.
As if I left in a hurry?
That's the idea. Now the window. If it's locked, unlock it and go out exactly the same way that you came in.
By that door.
Yes. Now, here's the most important thing. As you go out, you must place the key exactly where you found it.
Under the stair carpet.
Yes.
Exactly what's supposed to have happened?
The police will assume that you broke into the window. You thought the apartment was empty, so you took the suitcase and went right to work. When my wife heard you go in through the suitcase, she turned on the light. When you saw the light, you went to the curtain and hid behind the curtain by the window. When she walked in, you attacked her before she could scream. When you realized that you actually killed her, you panicked, bolted into the garden, leaving the loot behind.
Just a minute. I'm supposed to have entered by the windows. What if they've been locked?
Oh, nothing to worry about. You see, my wife often goes for a walk into the garden, and she usually forgets to lock up afterwards, and that's what I should tell the police.
But she may say...
She isn't going to say anything, is she?
Is there a reason why I shouldn't leave by the garden?
You'd have to climb an iron gate. If someone saw you, they may follow you.
All right. I leave the flat, I put the key back under the stair carpet, and I go out by the street door. Suppose the street door's locked. How should I get in the first place?
The street door is never locked.
When will you get back?
Around midnight, Halliday and I will return for a nightcap. We shall find her here together, and we shall have been together the whole time, and there's my alibi.
You've forgotten something.
What is it?
When you return with, what's his name? Halliday? How will you get back into the apartment?
I shall let myself in.
But your key will be under the stair carpet. He's bound to see you take it out. That'll give the whole show away.
It won't be my key, it'll be hers. I shall take it from her handbag and place it underneath the stair carpet just before we leave the flat. She won't be going out, so she won't miss it. When me and Halliday return, I shall use my own key to let us in. And while he's out searching the garden or something, I shall take her key from underneath the stair carpet and place it back into the handbag just before the police arrive.
How many keys are there to that door?
Just hers and mine. Maida Vale, 0401.
Tony, darling, it's me.
Oh, hello, darling. How's it going?
Oh, wonderfully. It's a truly awful play, and we're enjoying every minute of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm glad.
And how are you?
Oh, very sleepy. I was just making some coffee to try to stay awake. Oh, hold on, darling. I think there's someone at the door. Careful! I might see you from the bedroom window. Sorry, darling. False alarm.
You will join us, won't you?
Oh, darling, I hardly seem to have started.
Oh, Tony, it never does work out, does it?
We'll manage it one day.
I say, darling.
Yes?
Well, it seems awfully mean, but would you mind if Max and I go out somewhere?
Oh, sure. What do you want to do? Go dancing?
Ooh,
I'm taking the cherries.
Oh, how do we get in?
Oh, I just mentioned my name. I don't know much about the band, but the food's good. Oh, by the way, Maureen phoned in earlier. She wants us to go to dinner on Wednesday, but you've got something written in your diary. I can't quite make it out. Looks like, Al Bental. Who's he? Another one of your boyfriends?
Albert Hall, you idiots.
Ah, yes. The Albert Hall, of course. Well, I'm so glad we don't have to go to Maureen's. She's such a filthy cook.
Oh, there's the bell. I must fly.
All right. Bye, my sweet. Well? After that, we lost concentration and didn't win another game.
Darling, where's the picture of the Maharaja?
Oh, it should be somewhere in those loose clippings. Darling, when are you going to finish pasting all those?
Oh, I shall find time one of these days. Oh, look, here we are. There's a picture of the Maharaja. Isn't he dreamy?
Yes, he had 4 Rolls Royces and enough jewels to sink a battleship. But all he ever really wanted to do was to play at Wimbledon.
The poor darling, he was so short-sighted he could hardly see the end of the racket, let alone his ball.
You ought to write a book about all this.
You two could collaborate, a detective novel with a tennis background.
Murder on the center court. How about it, Max? Will you provide me with the perfect murder?
Nothing I'd like better.
I say, Max, so how do you start to write a detective story?
Oh, forget about the detection and focus on the crime. The crime is the thing. Imagine you're going to steal something or murder somebody.
Is that what you do? Interesting.
I just put myself in the criminal's shoes and ask, well, what do I do next?
Do you really believe in the perfect murder?
Well, absolutely. On paper. And I think I could plan one better than most, but I doubt I can carry it out.
Why not?
Well, in stories, things always work out the way the author intends. In real life, they don't. Always. I imagine my murder would be a lot like my bridge game. I'd make some damn stupid mistake and never realize it until I saw everybody was looking at me.
Well, we better drink up, Max.
All right, sir.
Now, what are you doing tomorrow?
I don't have any plans, I don't believe.
Why don't we all go down to Windsor for lunch?
Oh, sounds like a good idea. But don't come around too early. You may be nursing a hangover.
Well, how about 11?
That sounds good. Darling, before I forget, I seem to have lost my latchkey somewhere. Have you seen it?
You may have them both in my handbag. Let me just check.
Raining pretty hard out there. I could always lend you my overcoat.
This should be fine. It's not far, is it?
No, just a 2-minute walk.
Darling, I only seem to have one here. Are you sure you didn't leave yours in your overcoat?
Yes, I already looked there. Do you think you could lend me yours?
Oh. Well, that's a bit awkward.
Why?
Well, I might want to go out tonight.
Tonight?
Yes, I thought I might go see a movie or something.
But, aren't you going to stay in and listen to Saturday Night Theater on the radio?
Oh, no, it's a thriller. I don't like thrillers when I'm alone.
I see.
Well, in any case, I should be back before you, so I'll let you in.
Oh, but it won't be midnight till we get back. Are you sure you'll still be up?
You can always put the key under the proverbial mat.
Oh, all right, chaps. I seem to have had it in my glove the whole time.
Ah, well, that settles that.
Darling, what movie are you going to go see?
Oh, the classic I expect.
Will you get in Saturday night?
Well, I can always try. No, don't make me stay in. You know how I hate doing nothing.
Well, darling, there's thousands of things you could do. You could write to Peggy about last week, and look at those clippings. It's an ideal opportunity.
Well, I like that. You two go gallivanting and I have to stay here and do your boring old clippings.
Fine. Then, we won't go.
What do you mean?
Well, it's quite obvious you don't want us to go. So what shall we do, Max? Sit at home and play cards?
Oh, no, Tony, darling.
Well, I better find the Grindon and tell them we're not coming.
Oh, no, Tony, please. No reason to be childish about this. All right, I'll do your clippings.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
But I do want to. Have we any paste?
Yes, there's some in the desk drawer, I believe.
Oh, scissors in the mending basket.
Of course.
Oh no, the paste is almost empty. Oh, never mind. Miss Lucas has found the house up.
Who's she?
Oh, she lives just around the corner. I'll drop in later.
Here you go, darling.
Thank you.
Why don't you just make some? All you would need is some flour and starch.
Oh, do you know how to make it, Max?
In 2 shakes.
Good old Max. Say, darling, was I very unreasonable earlier?
No, I don't mind. I tell you what. I'll paste in your clippings if you put that extra shelf up in the kitchen as you promised.
First thing tomorrow, I promise.
Where's the starch?
I'll show you. It looks a lot like fishy swore without the
As
chives.
it starts to get thick, just add some water and keep stirring.
Keep the fire warm for us, darling.
Oh, I will.
Oh, and before I forget, old man Burgess may call later, and if he does, tell him to phone the Grindon. It may be rather important.
What's the number?
That should be in the address book there.
All right. You two look after each other now.
We will. Good night, Margot.
Good night, Max. Oh, darling, you will drop Max off in the car before you come home, won't you?
Well, we were thinking about stopping back for a nightcap, but sure you won't be up?
I should be fast asleep and I don't want to be disturbed.
All right, well, then we'll be quiet as mice. Goodbye, darling. Come along, Max.
Didn't anybody see that no man would be wearing a cap inside on a day like that? Jerry had taken his cap off before he went into the summer house. We saw him do it. He was bareheaded when he came to the door. So I lifted the revolver and shot him through the head. Then I dropped the gun back in my knitting bag and went back into the library to read.
must come back at once.
What happened?
I can't explain right now. Just come back.
Pull yourself together, darling, and tell me what happened.
Man, he just attacked me. He tried to strangle me.
Is he gone?
No. He's dead. He's dead. Tony? Tony, are you still there?
Margot,
Yes.
listen to me very carefully.
Yes, I'm listening.
Don't touch anything until I get there.
No, I won't.
Don't touch anything, and don't speak to anyone. I'll be there in just a few minutes.
I won't touch anything.
You promise?
Yes, I promise. Only please be quick.
Darling, tell me what happened.
He tried to strangle me. He got something around my throat.
Are you sure? Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna call a doctor.
But he's dead.
I know. When he fell, he must have driven those scissors right through himself.
That's so horrible. Can't you just...
Yes, yes. Of course. What are you doing?
Oh, I need some water.
Yes, that's better.
I'll close the window.
No, we mustn't touch anything until the police get here. He must have broken in. Wonder what he was after. Those cups, I expect?
When will the police be here?
Haven't you called them already?
No. You told me not to speak to anyone. Hadn't you better call them now?
Yes, in a minute.
Oh, I'll change.
Why?
They're going to want to see me.
Well, they're not going to see you.
They'll have questions to ask me.
Well, they can wait until tomorrow. I'll tell them everything they need to know. Darling, didn't you say something about a stocking?
A stocking or a scarf, isn't it there?
No. I'll expect that. They'll find it. Darling, you just go on to bed. I'll call them right away.
There's Max, Tony.
I told him to go straight home, darling. Hello, operator. Could you give me the Maida Vale police?
Did you tell him?
No, I just told him I was feeling very ill, and I didn't know what to say, darling. I just told him I was feeling ill and went home. You just go on to bed, all right?
Maida Vale Police?
Oh, hello, police. I'd like to report a gruesome accident.
Yes, sir.
A man has been killed.
Your name, sir?
Witness.
D-I-S-S?
No, D-I-C-E.
Your address, sir?
61A Charrington Gardens. It's a ground floor apartment.
When did this accident take place?
Oh, about 10 minutes ago, a man broke in and attacked my wife.
A burglar?
Yes, look, I'll just tell you about it when you get here. How long would that be?
About 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Don't touch anything, will you, sir?
No, you won't touch a thing. Goodbye.
Tony?
Oh, yes, darling. It'll be just a minute.
More coffee?
No thanks.
Hadn't we better call Max and tell him?
Oh, I already did. He's on his way over.
And how did he like the party last night?
He loved it. Made a remarkably good speech, except for he kept referring to us as limeys. Max, when did you take him up, actually?
I met him once at Peggy's, and I met him again just before he went back to New York.
Oh, yes, so you told me. By the way, Oh, I'm sorry.
Here, go.
I was just going to say I closed the shutters to the bedroom window, that's all.
Why?
Well, people are starting to go out for their Sunday papers, and we now have a collection of refined snoopers.
We should get a lot of that, I'm afraid.
Oh, not for long. They'll forget all about it once the inquest is over, and so will you.
Well, when will it be?
The inquest? Tomorrow, Tuesday, I should think.
And what will happen?
Oh, there's nothing to worry about, darling. The coroner will probably congratulate you for putting up such a good fight.
For killing a man.
Oh, don't think of it that way. It was either him or you. As the police sergeant said, it was lucky those scissors were on the desk.
Why would it be so long last night?
Were they? I hardly noticed. I seem to have fallen off to sleep very quickly.
I know you did, but they were here for hours. Cars kept coming and going all night long.
I only saw the sergeant. Nice chap. He seemed to have everything under control.
For a moment, I thought they must be turning all the furniture around.
Look, they haven't made much mess. They've even emptied the waste paper basket. That was kind of weird.
When someone kept flashing a light under the bedroom door,
Not taking photographs, probably.
well, about 2 o'clock, I couldn't stand it any longer, so I got up and came in here.
You came in here. What for?
To ask them when they expected to finish. But when I saw them, I couldn't say anything. There were 2 men on the floor with tape measures. Another was just outside. He kept opening and shutting the window, and they all stopped what they were doing and stared at me. I felt like such a fool. And there were 2 shoes on the desk. His, I suppose. It was horrible.
Darling, before I forget, the police sergeant was wondering why you didn't phone them immediately.
Well, how could I? I was on the phone with you.
I know.
You distinctly told me not to speak to anyone.
I know, darling, but I told them a slightly different story.
Why?
Well, I told them that you naturally assumed that I would phone them from the hotel.
And why did you say that?
Well, because it was the perfectly logical explanation, and they accepted it. You see, if they had suspected us of delaying reporting the crime, even for just a few minutes, well, they might start getting nosy and asking a lot of questions, and then it would just be
So,
much more of a...
you want me to say the same thing?
Oh, yes, I think so. Just in case it comes up again. Oh, I guess that must be Max. So I better get rid of these.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
Mrs. Winters.
Yes.
I'm a police officer. May I come in?
Yes, of course. Just excuse me, I'll get my husband.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. I'm Chief Inspector Hardin. I'm in charge of the criminal investigation of this division.
I think I told your sergeant all the necessary information.
Yes, I've seen his report, of course. There's just a few things I'd like to get firsthand. Now, I gather my sergeant only spoke to you for a few moments last night, Mrs. Winters. Mrs. Winters.
Yes.
My wife is suffering from considerable shock.
Ah, yes. That was a very nasty experience you had. Do you mind if I take a look around?
Yes, go ahead. The bedroom and bathroom are through here.
Well, you certainly didn't get it through the bathroom.
And the kitchen window in here has bars on it. We assumed that he broke in through these windows.
Now, I understand you weren't here when this happened, sir.
No, I was at a party at the Brendan Hotel.
Just down the road.
Yes, by a curious coincidence, I was actually phoning my wife when she was attacked.
So I gather. Can you tell me what time that was?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Do you remember, Mrs. Winters?
No, I don't.
You phoned the police at 3 minutes to 11, sir.
Did I? Well, in that case, it must have been about 11:15. Oh, won't you sit down, Inspector?
Oh, thank you.
Have you any idea who he was?
Yes, at least we've discovered where he lived. There still seems to be some confusion as to his real name.
Oh?
He appeared to have several. Had you ever seen him before?
No, of course not. Is this him?
Yes. You don't recognize him?
No, I've never seen him before.
Didn't you even catch a glimpse of his face?
No, you see, he attacked me from behind and it was so dark, I hardly saw him at all.
Yes, but you see, before I showed you these photographs, you said you'd never seen him before. Now, how can you know that if you never saw his face last night?
I don't quite understand.
Inspector, what my wife is trying to say is that as far as she knew, she'd never seen that man before.
Was that what you meant?
Yes. Sorry.
What about you, sir? Ever seen him before?
No, well, kind of looks like someone I went to college with. The mustache makes quite a difference.
What was his name?
Now you're asking? It's been nearly 20 years.
Was it Leslie?
No,
Wilson?
no,
Swan?
no. Swan. Yes, that's it. I think I have a photo of him over here. Yes. We went to college together. Here we are at a reunion dinner. There he is on the right. Unbelievable.
Did you know him well?
No, he was senior to me.
Have you met him since then?
No. Well, come to think of it, yes I did, but not to speak to.
Had he a mustache then?
No. It was about 6 months ago. It was at a railway station. Waterloo, I think.
Let's see. Mrs. Winters, would you show me exactly what happened last night?
Tony, do I have to?
Yes, I'm afraid so, darling.
Well, I was in bed when the phone rang and I got up and came in here.
Did you switch the light on?
No.
Just show me exactly where you were standing.
I stood just here and I picked the telephone up.
Are you sure you had your back to the window like that?
Yes.
But why?
Why not?
Why go around the desk? I should have answered the phone from this side.
Surely my wife can
Now,
remember.
just a moment, sir.
But I always stand here.
But why?
So if I have to write anything down, I can hold the phone in my left hand.
I see. All right, go on.
I had just picked up the phone and he must have come from behind those curtains. He attacked me, he got something around my throat.
Something? What do you mean by something?
Stalking, I believe.
I see. What happened then?
Pushed me over onto the desk and I distinctly remember feeling for the scissors.
Where were those scissors usually kept?
And just there in the mending basket, I had forgotten to put them away.
I see. Now, what makes you think he came from behind those curtains?
Where else could he have been?
Oh, the curtains were drawn, I suppose.
Yes.
Did you draw them yourself?
I drew them, Inspector, just before we went out.
Did you lock the window at the same time?
Yes.
Are you quite sure of that, sir?
Yes, I'm perfectly sure. Well, we always lock up before we leave.
Then, how do you suppose he got into this room?
But we assume that he broke it.
But there's no sign of a break-in. The lock's quite undamaged.
But he must have it. The window was wide open when I got back. Unless, darling, did you go for a walk out in the garden and forget to lock up afterwards?
Well, I did go out just after he attacked me. I had to get some air. So I pulled the window open and I stepped out onto the terrace.
Did you call for help?
And I just gotten done talking to my husband.
Now you say you pulled the window open. Are you sure you didn't unlock it first?
Yes, quite sure.
Was it already open?
I don't remember.
Mrs. Windus, why didn't you ring the police immediately after this happened?
Well, I was trying to get through to the police when I realized that my husband was on the other end and, well, I naturally assumed he would phone the police from the hotel before he got here.
Didn't it occur to you to call for a doctor?
No,
Why ever not?
he was dead.
How did you know that?
It was obvious.
Did you feel his pulse?
Well, no, of course I didn't. Anyone would have realized he was dead. Just one look at those staring eyes.
So you did see his face after all?
I saw his eyes, I can't remember his face.
Inspector, my wife has clearly never seen this man before. And if he didn't come in through those windows, then how did he break in?
As a matter of fact, we're quite certain he came in by this door.
But that door was locked.
Darling, did you open this door at all after I left?
No,
How many keys are there to this door?
just two. I have mine in my handbag and you had yours with you.
That's right.
Has the caretaker got a key?
No.
And you employ a charwoman?
Yes, but she hasn't got one either. You see, I'm always here when she gets in.
What makes you think he came in through that door?
His shoes.
His shoes.
Yes, the ground was soaking wet last night. If he'd come in through the garden, he would have left marks all over the carpet. He didn't, because he wiped his shoes on the front door.
How can you tell?
Well, the man is quite new, and some of the fibers came off on his shoes.
But surely he could have...
And there's a small tar stain on the mat, and some of the fibers show that as well. There's no question about it.
Wait a minute. Darling, do you remember when you lost your handbag? Wasn't your key inside it?
Yes, but it was still there when I got it back.
Now, just a moment. I'd like to hear more about this.
It
What
was
sort of bag was it?
It was my wife's handbag, Inspector. She lost it at Victoria Station.
I recovered it from the lost and found about 2 weeks later.
Was anything missing?
All the money had gone.
Anything else?
No,
No papers? Or letters?
no,
I'm quite sure about that.
yes,
And the latchkey was in your bag when you lost it?
yes, and it was still there when I recovered it.
But whoever stole the money could have had the key copied.
Where was the bag found eventually?
Victoria Station.
But not until several weeks later. Which would have given the man enough time to have had a duplicate made and then replaced with the original in the handbag.
Now, before you go any further with this, how did he get in through the street door?
Well, the street door is always unlocked.
I see. Well, he could have had your key copied, and he could have used it to get into this room. But, of course, he didn't.
Why not?
Because if he had, the key would still have been on him when he died. But no key was found when we went through his pockets.
I see. Well, we seem to be right back where we started.
Not quite. Now, you say you saw this man at Waterloo Station.
Yes.
Are you sure it wasn't Victoria?
May have been, Darling, when did you lose your handbag? Wasn't it that weekend we went to Peggy's? Yes, it was that weekend. I saw him at Victoria Station in the restaurant.
And was that where you left your handbag?
Yes, darling, don't you remember? We were sitting in the restaurant and I said, there's that man I knew from college.
I don't remember.
Well, it looks as if he may have had something to do with that handbag after all. Now, the next thing to do is to get this all down on paper. I'd like you both to make an official statement before the inquest. My office is only a few minutes from here. Perhaps you could come now.
Excuse me.
Hello, Tony.
Margo. Max, this is Inspector Hubbard. Inspector Hubbard, this is Max Halliday. He was with me last night.
How do you do?
Mr. Halliday, as you were with Mr. Windus last night, you may be able to help us here. Do you recall what time it was when Mr. Windus left the party to go to the telephone?
Yes, it was about 20 to 11.
How did you come to notice that?
Well, when Mr. Windus got up from the table, I thought for a moment we were leaving, so I checked my watch.
Thank you, sir. You see, it was when Mrs. Windus came in here to answer his call that she was attacked.
You mean you were phoning Margot?
Yes.
But I don't get this. When I asked you if we were leaving, you said you were just going to phone your boss.
Tony, I know what I was going to ask you. Why did you phone me last night?
Now, just a moment. Before I lose the thread of this. At about 20 to 11, you left the party to phone your boss.
Yes. I went to use the payphone in the lobby.
How long were you on the phone with your boss before you called your wife?
Actually, I never spoke with him at all. I couldn't find his number, so I called my wife to look it up in the address book.
You mean you hauled me out of bed for a telephone number?
Yes, darling, I'm sorry. Well, you see, Inspector, my boss was flying to Brussels in the morning, and I had to tell him about something. It was very important.
Wasn't there a telephone directory at the hotel?
Yes, but his home number isn't listed.
So you never called him after all?
No. And actually, after everything that had happened, I completely forgot all about it.
I see. Mr. Halliday, Mr. and Mrs. Windus are coming to my office now to make their statements. Would you give me your address, sir? I may need to get in touch with you.
Certainly. I'm staying at the Carfax Hotel.
Just write it down there, will you? Phone number as well.
Get my things.
Ever been over here before, sir?
Yes, about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Inspector, there is a devil of a crowd out there. Can't you do something about them?
They'll come back faster than they go, sir. I was going to suggest that we left by the garden. Isn't there a gate at the far end?
Yes, I'll just go see if it's unlocked.
How much does he know about you and Mrs. Windus?
What are you talking about?
You wrote a letter to Mrs. Windus from New York. It was found in the dead man's inside pocket. I didn't mention it before because I wasn't sure how much Mr. Windus knew. Have you any idea how it got there?
No.
Where's Tony?
He's just gone out to the garden.
Mrs. Windus, when you lost your handbag, did you lose a letter as well?
No.
Margot, it was found in this man's pocket.
You did lose it, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I asked you that before, didn't I?
Yes, but you see, my husband didn't know anything about it.
This man was blackmailing you, wasn't he?
It's no good, Margot. Tony will have to know about it now.
No.
It's the only way. Inspector, when Mrs. Windus, after Mrs. Windus lost my letter, she received these two blackmail notes. Jeez, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Last February, how many times have you seen this man?
Never seen him.
Mr. Halliday, I'd like you to come along with us.
Well, of course.
Mrs. Windus, when you come to make your statement, there may be other police officers present. Now, I shall warn you first that anything you say will be taken down and may be used in evidence. Now, never mind what you've told me so far. We'll forget all about that. From here on, you must tell us exactly what you know of this man and exactly what happened last night. If you try and conceal anything at all, it may put you in a very serious position.
I wish you'd explain what you mean by all of this.
I will. Now, you admit that you killed this man. You say that you did it in self-defense, but unfortunately there were no witnesses, so we've only your word for that.
But I heard it all on the telephone.
What exactly did you hear, Mr. Windus?
Well, I heard a thud and a loud...
Now, did you hear anything that would indicate a struggle was going on?
What I heard was perfectly consistent with what my wife told me.
So, all you really know of the matter is what your wife told you. Isn't that right? Now, you claim this man came in here to burgle your flat. There's no evidence of that. There is evidence, however, that he was blackmailing you.
Blackmail?
It's true, Tony.
And you claim he came in through that window, when we know he came in from that door.
No, he can't have come in that way. There are only two keys. My husband had his and mine's right here.
could have let him in.
Well, you're not suggesting that she let him in himself.
At present, that appears to be the only way he could have entered.
Don't you even believe I was attacked? How do you think I got these bruises on my throat?
You could have caused those bruises yourself. A silk stocking was found outside that window with 2 knots tied in it. Does that mean anything to you?
I suppose it must have been the stocking he used.
The twin stocking was found wrapped in newspaper at the bottom of your wastepaper basket. Can you explain why your attacker should do that?
No.
Those stockings were yours, weren't they?
No!
We know they were. One of the heels had been done with a bit of silk that didn't quite match. We found a reel of that silk in your mending basket.
Tony, there was a pair of stockings in here.
I've heard of police deliberately planting evidence to ensure a conviction. I just wasn't aware they did it in this country.
His men, they were here for hours last night. They could have found the stockings and they could have done anything with them.
I know, darling. And they probably wiped his shoes on the doormat as well. Hello, Roger. Tony Winters here. Now listen, Roger, we had a burglary here last night, and Margot was attacked. No, she's fine, but the man was killed. Yes, the police are here now, and don't laugh, but we're trying to suggest that she intentionally tried to kill him.
I wouldn't say that if I were you, sir.
I know. It is ridiculous, isn't it? I say, do you think you can meet us at the Maidavale police station? Yeah, right on. Thanks, old boy. Nothing to worry about, Tommy. Roger's going to meet us at the police station.
Now, Mr. Winters, I should advise you that...
My lawyer will give us all the advice we need, thank you.
Here's your handbag.
Thank you, Max.
You are coming, sir.
Oh, but of course, Inspector.
I see. I just wondered.
For the export of fruit and vegetables. Agreement has now been reached that the export quotas originally asked for will be lowered by 12.5%. The Home Secretary has written to the lawyers of Mrs. Margot Windis to say that he has decided that there are not sufficient grounds to justify his recommending a reprieve. At the Old Bailey last November, Mrs. Windis was found guilty of the murder of Charles Alexander Swan and was sentenced to death. The official forecast is that there will be bright periods and showers in all districts today. Frost is expected again tonight, especially in the south. The time is now 11 minutes past 1, and that is the end of the news.
Hello, Tony.
Max.
May I come in?
Oh, of course. You've been quite a stranger.
Yes, I'm sorry I haven't been around before. I just wasn't sure how you felt after.
It's all right. I'd say it is rather chilly in here, isn't it? Well, I'll just go turn on the fire. Yeah, let's find a place for you to sit. I haven't seen anyone for weeks. Gotten quite used to it, really. Ever since the trial began, I've had to sleep in here because of all the onlookers looking through my bedroom window. After the appeal, they even started climbing into my garden. Guess you can't blame them, really. It's cheaper than the zoo and far more topical.
I had to come by in case there was any.
Oh, I'm sorry, Max. I'm afraid it's all been settled. We received this from the Home Secretary this morning.
mustn't give up trying. It's not over yet.
I'm afraid we've done everything we can. I even went by the prison today saying goodbye, but she wouldn't see me. I was really glad, really. She never did like goodbyes. I shan't see her again.
Tony, I take it you would do anything to save her life?
Of course.
Even if it meant going to prison for several years?
I'd do anything.
I think you can. I'm certain. If you tell the police exactly the right story.
The right story?
Listen, Tony, I've been working on this for the past few weeks, just in case it came to this.
Come on, let's have it.
You'll have to tell the police that you hired Swan to murder her.
What are you talking about?
It's all right, Tony. I've been writing this stuff for years. I know what I'm doing. Margot was convicted because no one would believe her. The prosecution made it out that she was telling one lie after another, and the jury believed him. But what did his case amount to? Only 3 things. My letter, her stalking, and the idea that because no key was found on Swan, she must have let him in herself. And now Swan's dead. You can tell any story you'd like about him. You can say that you did know him, that you'd met him and worked out the whole thing together. Now the blackmail. Swan was only suspected of blackmail for 2 reasons. Because my letter was found in his pocket, and because you saw him the day that Margot's bag was stolen. Well, now you can tell the police that you never saw him in Victoria. The whole thing was an invention of yours to try and connect him with the letter.
But the letter was found in his pocket.
Because you put it there.
Wait, you mean that I should go tell the police that I stole her handbag?
Well, sure, you could have.
But why?
Because you wanted to find out who was writing to her. When you read my letter, you were so mad you wanted to teach her a lesson.
But I couldn't have written those blackmail notes.
Why not? No one can prove that you didn't.
All right. So I stole her handbag and blackmailed her. What else?
You kept my letter and planted it on Swan after he'd been killed.
Now, wait a minute. When could I have done that?
After the party and before the police had arrived. At the same time, you took a stocking from the mending basket and substituted it for whatever Swan had used.
Max, I know you're trying to help, but can you imagine anyone possibly believing this?
You've got to make them believe it.
But I wouldn't know what to say. You'd have to go down there with me.
No, I couldn't do that. They know the kind of stuff I write. If they suspected that we talked this out, they wouldn't even listen. They mustn't know I've been here.
Max, it's ridiculous. Why would I want anyone to murder my wife?
Oh, one of those stock motives. Had Margot made a will?
Yes, I think so.
Are you the main beneficiary?
Yes, I suppose.
Well, there you are.
But Max, look, thousands of husbands and wives leave money to each other without murdering each other. No, the police would never believe that. They take it exactly for what it is. A husband desperately trying to save his wife.
It's worth a try. They can't hang you for a murder that never came off. Face it, the most you would get is a few years in prison.
Well, thanks very much.
And you would have saved her life. That doesn't seem too big a price.
Well, that's fine coming from you, Max. If it hadn't been for you, she would have never been in danger at all. It was because of your association with her that she lost the sympathy of the jury. Now, don't get me wrong, Max. Look, if there was any chance of this coming off, of course I'd help. But it's got to be convincing. How could I have persuaded Swan to murder my wife?
You'd have to say you offered him money.
What money? I haven't gotten any.
You would have Margot's money.
Well, it'd be months before I could lay my hands on that. And people don't commit murder on credit. No, we'll have to think of something better than that.
All right, we will. There is an answer we've got to find it. How much time do we have?
It's tomorrow morning. Shh. Inspector, please. Is this about my wife?
I'm afraid not, sir.
What is it then?
I'm investigating a robbery that took place about 3 weeks ago.
Can't this wait a few days?
Of course, sir. I'm very conscious of your position. And if I may, I would like to say how deeply sorry I am that things went...
Yes. Okay, Inspector. How can I help?
The cashier of a factory at Ledbury Street was attacked in his office by 2 men who made off with several hundred pounds, mostly in pound notes.
What's all that got to do with me?
In cases like this, all police divisions are asked to keep an eye out for anyone spending large amounts of money.
I see.
I was just wondering if you'd sold anything recently, for cash.
Why?
Well, my sergeant happened to be making inquiries at Wells's garage, and they mentioned you paid a bill there recently for just over £60.
Yes, I happen to have quite a lot on me at the time, so I paid cash.
Had you just drawn this money from your bank, sir?
Have you been to my bank, Inspector?
As a matter of fact, I have. They wouldn't help me, of course. Bank statements are always jealously guarded. But where did you get it, sir?
Is that any of your business?
If it was stolen money, then yes, sir. It is my business. By the way, do you mind if I smoke?
Go ahead. Do you really think I've been receiving stolen money?
Well, until you tell me where you've got that money, I shan't know what to think, shall I? You see, if you got that money from someone that you didn't know, well, that might be just the person that I'm looking for. Hello? What's this?
What is it?
It's somebody's latchkey. I found it on the floor just there.
Oh, it's not mine. I've got mine right here.
No, it's not yours. It may be mine then. Let me see. Ah, yes. Must have fallen out of my pocket. There's a small hole there. That's the trouble with these latchkeys. They're all alike. I'm sorry, sir. You were saying.
I don't think I was.
Oh, yes. About that money. I would be grateful if you told me where you got it. After all, £100 is quite a lot to carry around.
But you said 60 moments ago.
Did I? Oh, yes. Well, you see, my sergeant decided to dig a little deeper before he put in his report. So, he also checked in on your tailor and at the wines and spirits shop, and you also, Officer Parker Willis Starr.
Well, I'm sorry he went to all that trouble. If he'd come straight to me, I would have told him all about it. You see, I simply won a rather large sum at dog racing.
Oh, over £100.
Yes, over £100. It has been done before, you know.
I see. Well, why didn't you tell me this straight away, sir?
Well, I was planning to, but you see, I'm a bit ashamed, really, to be gambling at the dog racing track while my wife is facing the death sentence.
Ah, yes. I know how it is, sir. Helps to take your mind off things. Well, that settles everything, doesn't it? I'm very sorry to have had to disturb you at this time.
Oh, it's not a problem at all.
Oh, there is just one other thing, sir.
What is it?
Have you a small striped attaché case?
Don't say you found it already.
Why? Have you lost it?
Yes, I was going to report it earlier this afternoon. I think I left it in a taxi. Inspector, how did you know about the attaché case?
Well, the wine shop mentioned that you had it when you paid your bills. And so my sergeant decided to check back in on your garage and your tailor, and they both remembered you having it with you when you paid them.
Yes, I use it instead of a briefcase.
Well, these taxi men are pretty good at turning things in. I hope you find it all right. Oh, Mr. Halliday.
Before you go, Inspector, I believe Mr. Windus has something to tell you.
Oh, has he?
Where did you put it, Tony?
What's come over you, Max?
When I was in here just now, there was a striped attaché case. Don't remember just where I saw it. Ah! You got the key, Tony.
Have you gone mad?
Very well. If there's no key, we'll have to open it some other way.
Just a moment, sir. Why did you say you left this in a taxi?
Oh, I thought I had. Oh, I don't know what all the fuss is about. I've got the key right here. Max, you're gonna...
It's all right, Tony. I'll buy you a new one.
There must be over £500 here. Where did you get it, sir?
Well, I can tell you why he got it. This money was to be paid to a man named Swan after he murdered Mrs. Windus in this room. As you know, there was an accident, so it was no longer necessary to pay Swan after all. Of course, he couldn't produce this without raising some questions, so he lived on it. He's been living on it ever since the 28th of September.
Well, Mr. Windus?
Just now you said you'd do anything to save her life. What made you change your mind?
Before you came, Inspector, Max was trying to persuade me to go to the police and tell the most fantastic story you've ever heard. Apparently, I hired Swan to murder my wife so that, oh, well, correct me if I'm wrong, Max, so that I could inherit all of her money. Oh, that's not all. You remember that letter of Mr. Halliday's? Well, apparently, I was the one that stole it. And I wrote those blackmail notes, and I planted the letter on the body.
And the stocking which was found.
Oh, yes, the stocking. Max, you better let me tell him about this one. It might sound more like a confession. You see, Inspector, I substituted the stocking in order to make you believe that, oh, well, you follow me, don't you? What else, Max?
He probably told Swan he would hide the key out here somewhere, probably on the ledge. Swan took the key, opened the door, and then hid behind the curtains. Then Windus called from the hotel and brought her from her room.
Now, just a moment, sir. If Swan had used Mr. Windus's key, it would still have been on him when he died. Or besides, how did Mr. Windus get in when he returned home from the hotel?
She could have let him in.
But he let himself in with his own key. That was established at the trial. Don't you remember?
Your move, Max.
Swan would have taken the key from the ledge, unlocked the door, and then returned it to the ledge before he went in.
All right, Mr. Halliday. This is all very interesting, but it's not getting me any nearer what I came here to find out.
This is a matter of life and death. What else matters?
What matters to me is where Mr. Windus got that money. That's all I want to know.
Well, I can soon tell you how long he's had it.
What's the matter now?
There you are, Inspector. He hasn't written a check since the 27th of September.
Yes, but he hasn't withdrawn any large sums from his bank. There's nothing here over 53 pounds.
But look here, Inspector. 35 pounds, 40 pounds, 45 pounds, 30. I'm telling you, he could have saved it up.
Yes. I suppose I've been planning all this for years.
Where did you get it?
Are you sure you want to know, Max? Promise. You won't like it very much.
Come on.
All right, well, you asked for it. When I got back from the party that night, I found Margot kneeling next to the body, going through his pockets. She kept saying that he had something that belonged to her. She was hysterical. That's why I wouldn't let her go to the police. In the state she was in, she would have told every lie under the sun. And the next morning, she showed me the money, just as it is now, all wrapped in £1 notes. She told me that if anything was to happen to her, not to let you all find that case. After she was arrested, I took the attaché case to Charing Cross Station and placed it in a check room. Whenever I needed the money, I would take whatever I needed from the case and put the case in another check room so as you wouldn't find it. You see, I knew that if you found it, she wouldn't stand a chance. It's quite tragic, really. She was just about to hand the case and money over to him before she murdered him instead.
Do you expect anyone to believe this?
Oh, I don't know. What do you think, Inspector?
Well, it certainly seems to fit in with the verdict at the trial.
You mean you're not even going to check up on this? She's being hanged tomorrow.
All of this has been out of my hands for months. There's been a trial and an appeal.
Of course it wouldn't do you much good, would it? You'd have to admit you arrested the wrong person.
I think you ought to go.
You bet I'll go. But you've made one mistake. What happens when Margot hears about all this?
Oh, she'll deny it, of course.
Perhaps she'll change her will. It would have all been for nothing.
Do you really expect anyone to believe that story he suggested?
Not a chance. Before nearly every execution, someone comes forward like this. This must have been very distressing for you, coming as it did.
Yes, you don't think they'll let him see her, do you? I don't want to see her disturbed.
Have a word with your lawyer. He may be able to prevent it. Oh, and I should get all that money into a bank before somebody pinches it.
Yes, I think I'll do that.
By the way, I was asked to tell you there were a few things belonging to Mrs. Windus at the police station.
What sort of things?
Oh, just some books. And a handbag, I believe. They'd like you to come and pick them up sometime.
You mean tomorrow?
Yes, or today if you'd like. Just ask the desk sergeant. He knows all about it. Well, goodbye, Mr. Windus. I don't suppose we shall meet again.
Goodbye, Inspector, and thank you.
Chief Inspector here. Give me Sergeant O'Brien, quick. O'Brien, this is Hubbard. Look, I managed to get back in. Stop the ball rolling.
What are you up to? What's the idea?
Where's his bank statement?
Never mind about that. You've got to get out of here now.
Do you have it?
Shh, be quiet.
Don't you see?
Shut up. If you want to save Mrs. Willis, be quiet and let me handle this. Shh.
Nearly ditched us then. I should have locked you up.
What is all this?
I talk about flat-footed policemen. May the saints protect us from the gifted amateur. You better prepare yourself for a surprise, Mr. Halliday.
No, Max. Where's Tony?
He's gone out.
When will he be back?
We don't know. All right, Thompson. Was that you at the door just now?
Yes. Why didn't you let me in?
You have a key. Why didn't you use it?
I did. It wouldn't fit the lock.
And you know why, don't you?
No. Has the lock been changed?
Now have your bag. You knew this wasn't your key, didn't you?
No.
Your husband has explained this, you know. You can tell us all about it now.
What is it? Why am I don't understand.
No, I don't believe you do. Come and sit down, Mrs. Willis.
What is all this?
Thompson, take this handbag to the police station.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute, you clot. You can't go down the street like that. Now, here, put it in this.
What's going on, Margot? Why are you here?
About an hour ago, the warden came to see me. Just said I was to be taken home. 2 detectives drove me here, parked just around the corner. And the policeman said I could go. I couldn't get the door open. When I went back outside, they were still there. They brought me around by the garden. Where's Tony? He was supposed to meet me this morning, but they said he couldn't come. Has anything happened to him?
No, nothing. Can you tell us what you're doing, Inspector?
Mrs. Witness, I'm afraid what I have to tell you may be quite a shock.
Yes.
We strongly suspect that your husband had planned to murder you.
He's right, Margot. Tony arranged for Swan to come here that night and kill you.
How long have you known this?
Did you suspect it yourself?
No. Never. And yet. Max, what's wrong with me? I don't seem to be able to feel anything. Shouldn't I break down or something?
It's delayed action, that's all. In a couple of days, you're going to have one hell of a breakdown. When did you find out?
The first clue came quite by accident. We discovered that your husband had been spending large amounts of pound notes all over the place. It ran at over 300 pounds, and it seemed to stop right about the time when you were arrested. Now, I had to find out where he got that money and how. Then I remembered that after you were arrested, we searched this flat, and I saw a copy of his bank statement in that desk. So, yesterday afternoon, I went to the prison and I asked to see your handbag. And while I had it, I managed to lift your latchkey. Highly irregular, of course, but my blood was up. Then, this morning, after your husband went out, I came here to take a look at that bank statement. I never saw it because I never got through that door. You see, the key that I had taken from your handbag didn't fit the lock. Not a sound. Williams,
Sir?
who was it?
Windows, sir.
Which way did he go?
Hold on. Towards the station, sir.
Good. That was a near one. Maidvale Police. O'Brien, this is Hardin. Look, Winters has found out about his raincoat. He just came here and couldn't get in. I believe he's on his way to the station now. Now, has Thompson arrived with the handbag yet? Good. Now, give Winters those books and the handbag and make sure he sees that key. You better make him check the contents inside for him. If he wants his own key and raincoat back, tell him I've gone to Glasgow. Any questions? Right. Now give me a call when he leaves the station. Well, Mr. Halliday, have you got it?
I don't think so. Where is Mrs. Windus's key?
It took me just half an hour to find it.
But if it was there, why didn't Windus use it just now?
He didn't use it because he doesn't realize it's there. He still thinks it's in his wife's handbag. You see, you were very nearly right. Now, your husband told Swan he was going to leave your key under the stair carpet, Mrs. Windus, and told him to return it there when he left. As Swan was murdered, he naturally assumed that the key would still be in his pocket. That was his little mistake. Because you see, Swan had done exactly what you suggested, Mr. Halliday. He unlocked the door and then returned the key before he came in.
And it's been there ever since. And the key that Windus took out of Swan's pocket was actually...
Swan's own latchkey. Now, mind you, even I didn't guess that at once. I thought it strange that no key was found on Swan's body. After all, most men carry a latchkey about with them. Then I had a brainwave. I took the key from your handbag to Mrs. Van Dorn's apartment and unlocked the front door. Then I borrowed her telephone and called Scotland Yard.
Why did you bring me back here?
Because you were the only other person who could have possibly left that key outside. I had to find out if you knew it was there.
Suppose I had known.
You didn't.
Max,
Yes, darling.
I think I'm going to have that breakdown now.
O'Brien? He's just left the station. Right. Try and hang on a little longer. Williams?
Sir?
He's just left the station. Give me a thump if he comes this way.
Right, sir.
Go ahead and get you.
What will you do now? Well, sooner or later, Mr. Winters will return here. As I've pinched his latchkey, he'll have to try the one in the handbag. When that doesn't fit, he'll realize his mistake, put two and two together, and look under the stair carpet.
But if he doesn't, this is all pure guesswork. He can't prove a thing.
That's perfectly true. But once he opens that door, we shall know everything.
What happens then?
I'm to phone Scotland Yard. They're standing by for my call now.
And Mrs. Windus?
We'll have nothing else to fear.
All right, Margot?
Yes, I'm all right.
Quiet now, you two.
Careful. He's going round by the garden. He'll see the broken glass.
Shh. He's coming back. He's remembered.
said, Max. May work out on paper. Oh, before I forget, congratulations, Inspector. How about a drink? Max? Margot? I suppose you're still on duty, Inspector.